Alright. Now that I've actually officially done it, I figure now is the time to show that I have completed the entire studio album library of one Weird Al Yankovic. That's how we say time. First up is a self-titled debut from 1983. Lots of great stuff on here, and wow, that album cover is like really busy. A lot of stuff there. There's a bus, there's handcuffs, there's an I Heart Rocky Road sticker. I Love Lucy. Like, just, there's quite a bit going on in Al's room there. But yeah, some really good stuff here, like Ricky, that's great. I Love Rocky Road. My Bologna is pretty funny. And another one, Rides the Bus, has me in stitches every time. And there is the disc. Pretty fun album. A sophomore effort in 3D from 1984. This has some really, really great stuff here, like the Brady Bunch, I Lost on Jeopardy, King of Suede, and of course, probably the most iconic parody from this, Eat It. A parody of Michael Jackson's Beat It. One of the greatest of all time. And there is the disc. Then we have Dare to Be Stupid from 1985. I don't know how, but Al cooked with this one. Like a Surgeon, Dare to Be Stupid, Girls Just Want to Have Lunch, George of the Jungle, which is just a cover of the song, it's not actually, yeah, and Yoda. Yoda especially is great. Like, yeah, that's like a top 5 Weird Al parody for me. And there is the disc. Alright, moving right along, we have Polka Party from 1986. I guess I'm that much of a nerd knowing exactly when all these came out. I mean, this isn't the best album he's ever done, but there's some funny stuff here, like Polka Party and Dog Eat Dog. Addicted to Spuds is also pretty funny. And there is the disc. I'm going to do these rather quickly, so this video might not even be that long. Then we have Even Worse from 1988. Yep. Of course, the cover here parodies Michael Jackson's Bad, which is always funny. And it starts with Fat. Yes, the one with the infamous music video where Al puts on a fat suit. And it's really funny. The Lasagna is also funny, too, but I Think I'm a Clone Now might be my favorite out of all of the songs on here. It's just way too funny. And there is the disc. And the very next year, Al would star in a movie called UHF. And here's the soundtrack to that. Yep. Wow, that cover is weird and trippy. Yeah. It's pretty standard stuff. The movie itself is extraordinarily weird. Why am I not surprised? It's Weird Al Yankovic. Of course it's going to be weird. Like, why wouldn't it be? And there is the disc. And then Al would kind of sort of take a few years off. Going into the 90s, but by 1992, he was ready to roll with Off the Deep End from 1992. Yep. This has some great stuff. Smells Like Nirvana is a great style parody. Trigger Happy, though, a Beach Boy style parody that actually involves talking about guns. Somehow that aged poorly and perfectly at the same time. It's too funny. And there's the disc. In 1993, we have Alapalooza, which came out the same year Jurassic Park did, hence the... Yeah. No, and the Off the Deep End is parodying that Nirvana album with the baby and the dollar bill, you know, except Al's being baited with a donut. But let's not ramble on. Let's talk about Alapalooza here, and its Jurassic Park parody cover, which I love. Yep. This has, let's see, the Bedrock Anthem, Jurassic Park, Achy Breaky Song, Talk Soup, Living in the Fridge is hilarious, and Bohemian Polka. That is absolutely S tier. It's basically, it's lyric-wise, it's the same as Bohemian Rhapsody, but it's set to a polka. And there is the disc. By this time, they actually stopped putting the name of the album on there. Now it's just Al doing whatever Al does. Yep, then we have Bad Hair Day from 1996. Hey, that's the year I was born. Yep. Amish Paradise, Everything You Know Is Wrong, The Alternative Polka, Gump, Syndicated Ink. The Night Santa Went Crazy. Oh God, that's wild. Yeah, this album is pretty funny. And there's the disc. And this would actually be the last album to feature Al's quote-unquote classic look. In the next couple of years, he would actually get laser eye surgery and adopt a more perm look to his haircut, which is how we see him today. And the first album to have that look, Running with Scissors from 1999. And fun fact, this was the very first Weird Al album I bought in 2016. Meanwhile, I got the rest of these this year, so yeah, kind of sort of waiting almost a decade to try to get all of Al's albums. I kind of sort of thought that would be a little more arduous and stressful, but no, it actually wasn't that bad. But this is absolutely, I don't want to say this is peak Weird Al, but I mean all of these are peak Weird Al, let's be real. But there's just some absolutely hilarious stuff here, like Pretty Fly for a Rabbi, the theme song from The Weird Al Show, and of course, the opening track, The Saga Begins, which is set to American Pie and recaps the events of Phantom Menace. I mean, heck, Al even went to a pre-screening to make sure his lyrics were correct. That's dedication. And there is the disc. And also, I like this. Al's holding up a holding up a sign with all the credits on it. You love to see it. Then we have Poodle Hat from 2003. This is actually a pretty alright album. I mean, Couch Potato, Hardware Store, Trash Day, those are all pretty good. Angry White Boy Polka, bruh. But number 11 is definitely the best one. eBay. A true classic. Yeah. I mean, all of Weird Al's parodies are great. And, oh my, that disc is disturbing. But it's funny. Alright. Let me jump ahead by 3 years. It was Straight Outta Linwood. Yeah. Actually, got this in the mail just yesterday, along with the next album I'll be talking about. And this is actually a bit of a weird release because, well, you can tell the case is a little different. It's a dual disc, DVD and CD. Yeah. Even features behind-the-scenes featurette and even the music video for Weasel Stomping Day, which was actually done by the same people who made Robot Chicken. Oh yeah, it was also White and Nerdy. Yeah. And Trapped in the Drive-Thru. But now, goes up to show you here. There's the disc. Very interesting case design there, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, Straight Outta Linwood's a really fun album. 2 more. Up first, the Alpocalypse from 2011. I actually got this in the mail just yesterday, along with Straight Outta Linwood, so, yeah. Perform This Way, TMZ, Skipper Dan, Poker Face. Poker Face is weird. You think it's a parody of Lady Gaga's Poker Face, but no, they actually work in other songs too. And of course, Party in the CIA, like, come on. That one's really funny. And now this is probably going to fall apart. No, it did. And there is the disc. I actually started putting the album name back on. Luckily, it was easy to reattach. So, yeah, pretty funny stuff. And finally, we have Mandatory Fun from 2014, Al's last studio album, and he really hasn't made any others. Yeah. Some of the parodies on here I like, Tacky, First World Problems, Word Crimes is a pretty funny one. That's what I call a polka. Foil, Handy. But definitely Tacky is actually my favorite one out of all of them. It's just way too funny. And there's the disc, and there's, like, I don't know why he was going for a World War II propaganda theme, but it works. It really works. Alright, and that is it for my complete Weird Al studio album collection. Till the next video, I'm out. Later, folks.